Welcome, one and all, to the sauciest podcast on the internet. Today we're going to be having a debate whether YouTubers can be genuine or not genuine. There will be 3 rounds to this debate. First one starting at 1 minute, second one at 2 minutes, and last one 3 minutes. And then there will be a last round that will just be a free-for-all. At the end, you guys will decide who the winner is. We got Dice from Dice Decides on the side that YouTubers can be genuine, and we got Ben from the Arcade Couple on the side that YouTubers can't be genuine. Let's get saucy. Now, first we're going to start with Ben. He's got 1 minute to say why YouTubers can't be genuine.
Well, for my 1 minute, I'll sum it up by saying this, is that by simply being on YouTube, we're already doing things that we wouldn't normally do. I have a YouTube channel, my wife and I, the Arcade Couple, and we go to arcades, we film claw machines, all that kind of stuff, anything that's to do with arcades. We were going to arcades before we started YouTube. We were playing claw machines, having fun, but we were not doing any of the stuff that we were doing until we started our YouTube channel, as far as the type of content that was created and exactly the form of videos that we were making. So I think that there's a part of that where we're doing these things because we have an audience. We're doing these things because there's a channel out there, and there's a sense of it's a little sense of who we are, but it's over dramatized because we have this channel, because we have this audience, and because we're trying to get the view.
Time is up. Time is up. Let's go to the other side of the debate. Why do you think YouTubers can be genuine, Dice?
Because when you make a video that's unedited, it's hard to fake it all, because you have to keep talking, and you can't put on something fake because you can't edit it out. And then once you're genuine, you can create this stronger connection with the audience, because you don't want people to like a fake side of you, because that's not gonna make you happy. So by being genuine, you attract the right people because they know the real side of you. So I think it's definitely beneficial to actually be genuine in your videos. And I've done a 40-minute of just raw me at the beach, just talking and chilling. It's no stress, because I'm just me. I'm just genuine. So it's pretty chill that way.
Time is up on that one. It sounds like it's down to the editing, because if you don't edit your videos, you're more likely to be more genuine. So let's get on to the second round, see what else they have to say on this. We'll go back to Ben for 2 minutes now.
Well, I would say I don't think it has anything to do with editing. I mean, if you edit your videos, sure, that's a sign right there that you're not as genuine, because you're correcting mistakes, you're correcting things that you would not want the audience to see. But you could have a 40-minute uncut video of you sitting at the beach and still not be genuine. I mean, the fact that you have a camera or whatever, a microphone in front of your face or on you, talking while you're at the beach, would you even be doing that? I think one of the questions that we ask is this: if no one was watching, if there weren't any views, if there weren't any subscribers, would I be doing this? And if we can answer that question honestly, I think for most, it would be no. Would I be going to the arcade and playing these games? Sure, but I wouldn't be doing it the way that I am now, because I have the audience, because I have the channel. So, I think, again, a part of it can be genuine. We're not out there being crazy and over the top and not ourselves to an extreme. But there's a part of it that, because we're already making this video, because we're already doing this, it's not something we would normally do. We're playing up to an audience, and it's change of perception, a change of reality. There's a sense of it, but there's always going to be a sense that it's not real. It's not genuine. So I think that is something to be considered when it comes to that. And also, it comes to, how much are you really letting them see of your life? We make a 10-minute video. That's a very small clip compared to the rest of the day and all that happens. And so I think that's another part of of that, authenticity that doesn't get communicated through all videos that are made.
What is your counter argument to that, Dice? You got 2 minutes.
Well, I'd say that you can still be genuine even though there is a camera, because as I see it, the camera is all of my viewers. They're all like kind of like my friends, because I act the same way I would act like with friends around me. So there isn't really a difference there for me. So when I make gaming videos, even though I edit them, I still just put it like take out the parts that are just boring, but it's still genuine because it's still me. Like I'm not like trying to be something that I'm not, you know. I would still act the same way I would with like friends around me. So it is still like genuine that way, I'd say. And you can definitely put on a character, but act the same way you would normally. I think it's still like genuine. It's still like genuine, because if you would act the same way as you would with like your friends around you, it's still genuine, even if you do in the videos as well. So
I think we had some very good arguments there. We're going to go to the last and final round. And after this round, you guys decide down in the comments who you think won this debate, who you think has the better points, and yeah, comment all that below. We're going to get on to the last round. This one can go for at least 3 minutes. This will be the last round. Sum up everything you've said already, and yeah.
I think that, to Dice's point, we can have a camera in front of our face and pretend like, our viewers are there with us, and this is how I would act, with my friends if they were really here. And again, I think there's a part of that where you can be genuine in the sense that this is how I would normally act. But the simple fact that we're in front of a camera and that we're doing this for an audience that's not next to us, that's not with us, I think that plays into the fact that there's already a piece of this that's not going to be genuine, because we're doing it through a wall, through a different a platform, over the internet, through a video where we're not right next to someone, but we're pretending like they are. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. One of the advantages, I think, of what YouTube allows you to do is get out of your comfort zones, to do things that otherwise you normally would not be doing. Take, for instance, our arcade channel. Yeah, we were playing arcade games. We were doing claw machines. We were doing all that stuff before, just my wife and I hanging out, having fun. And we're like, hey, let's record it. Let's just record it and see what happens. But it's taken us to whole other places we would have never thought we would be at, things that are not natural for us. We did a video where we did a blindfold challenge, playing arcade games blindfold. If we weren't recording for YouTube, we would never do that because it's just silly, but it's entertaining. The audience wants to see it. And so it's not a bad thing, because I think part of it, what that platform of YouTube allows you to do, is to express yourself, to get creative, and to do things that aren't always natural, to do things that aren't always, genuine to you. But again, you're only seeing a small part of our day, our lives, and our niche is so small. We're in the arcade community. We make a 10-minute video. Well, what happens for the other, 1,430 minutes of the day? What do our lives look like? That's not communicated over that video, because again, we're trying to entertain our viewers. So, again, I think there's levels to this. I think there are YouTubers that take it to extremes, even what Shane Dawson's doing with this, new video series with Jake Paul. He's asking the same question. What's true? Is this real? Is it fake? And I think in some of those cases, it's to a more extreme where it's even more not who that person really is. So yeah, you can be somewhat genuine. Absolutely. But I think the danger of it is at what point does that ungenuine personality really become who the genuine person is? And there's a danger of, we've done so much to get views, so much to make entertainment of what we wouldn't normally do. And now that becomes who that person really is. And I think that's part of what Shane's doing in that video, of discovering, is that the real, Jake Paul? So there's levels to it. You can be somewhat genuine, sure. But I think overall, just because of the platform, just because of YouTube, there's always going to be a sense and a perspective of, this is not genuine. This is not really who this person always is.
And now let's get the last round from Dice. Let's see what he has left to say. Let's go.
Well, I agree to what you said, to like mostly, because it's like also another point is like.
All right, so do we have anything left from Ben to say? Do you have any final points about all we have talked about?
Yeah, again, if, just kind of summing everything up here, I think even Dice made a good point. We said, you're not going to share your whole personal life with a person. And I think there's a time and a place for that, but you want to be as real as you can be. And I think that's kind of the challenge of YouTube, is that whether it's interacting with your audience, we try to comment back and respond to every single one of the people that comments on our videos, whether that's a positive comment or a negative comment. And our reactions and responses are as genuine as we can be. We want to be ourselves. And we want to be as close to who we really are as we can. But I think whether it's on YouTube, whether it's in real life, there's always a sense of a front you put up when you're around people. I think you're probably most real when you're by yourself and there's no one watching. There's no one doing anything. It's who you really are. And as soon as there's people around you, as soon as there's people watching, there's always a sense of, and you said it, Dice, change the way I act, change the way I talk, whatever it might be. And it's not always a bad thing, because again, we talked about gets you out of your comfort zones, but generally speaking, is it possible for a YouTuber to be genuine? I would say no, because of the platform, because of, the content of trying to entertain, trying to get the views, just making videos, having a camera in front of your face is not a natural thing anyway. So all of that, I say, would lead me to believe that to be 100% truly authentic, genuine is impossible. You can be somewhat genuine, mostly genuine, sure. But I think all YouTubers have to, at least to a small degree, have a little bit of ungenuineness to them in making videos.
I think there comes a point when you, especially when you do it daily, that it kind of just becomes like a part of you. And so that's just kind of like what you do. And then it's just like, well, that is genuine in a way, because that's what I love doing. And that's kind of me at some point. It just kind of becomes that, I feel like. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So
be sure to comment down below, guys, what team you're on, Team Genuine or Team Not So Genuine. And I'd like to thank both of our guests for being on here, Dice and Ben from the Arcade Couple. Their links will be down in the description below. Any last words from any of you guys? I got 10 or 15 seconds, whatever.
Thanks for the opportunity. It's fun to be on here, and keep up your great videos.
Yeah, guys, just keep making videos. Just do what you enjoy, and just don't forget to have fun. That's the most important thing.
Be genuine.
Remember to stay saucy.
Saucy!
Genuine on the introduction, or more fake on the introduction? I'll